Yes, good morning, everyone. Welcome to ABAP sessions. Today we are going to cover 205 and 206 two sessions on function and module topic only. Right. So, quick revision. Till now, we have completed the introduction, architecture, dictionary, then programming basics, structures and internal tables as complex data objects. Then under modularization techniques, macros include subroutines over. Now we are into function module, function builder, function group, function module, basic introduction over. Then working with pass by reference, pass by value and result completed. Then theory of each tab over. Then tables tab different variations. How to work with header line, without header line, and all scenarios completed. Then exceptions are also source code discussion, attributes discussion over. Yesterday's we were discussing the all tabs, how to call the call function syntaxes. Then next, how to map actual to formal or formal to actual. Okay, like this. Okay, so we were yesterday we structured it two places. That is two requirements I started. First one was without database interaction, just we will give input and we are expecting output. So let me log in into function module. So this is the function module strings. So we were confused. We will convert everything into string first. Later, so input as a string. Even output is by default string. By default output also will keep it as string, so that string advantage there is no dynamically system gives the length. So we want to raise this exception like this. First, if the length is greater than 10, either in the first name, middle name, last name, anywhere, it will go for this one. Correct. When concatenate happens, if all the length is greater than 10, then only this concatenate, we can keep this concatenate under one more condition also. Okay. Yes, finally, at the last case. So fine, when we test it, so go back to the function model calling program, ABAP editor program, like this. So scroll down the last here, calling function model with the concatenate, right? Here, okay, because everything we have to convert into string only. The reason is we have done the, otherwise you will get type conflict error. Yes, so now, yes, this is, I'm going to convert into string. This is also string, because the advantage of string is system takes care of the, yes, this one. So if the length is below 10, 10, 10, automatically we will get the output. Subars become 0, you will get output is this way. But if I exceeds any one of that, that is nothing but the comment this. If I go for the input value can be more than 10, suppose, then it gives Error, yes, input is too long. This error message you will get it. Yes, input is too long. So how does it works? If you want to go to execute debugging, check once. Okay, yes. Here it is. First name, middle name, last name. Yes, so first name is exceeding 10, right? Because that is almost characteristic 11 value, correct 11. Once you go to F5, because I told you, yes, you have F5 and F6. So F5 will take you to the inside of the function module. Yes, here it is. We are checking the IF name. Yes, IM name. I is. These are all below. This is 7 and 6. This is only exceeding more than 10. So the first, when we comes to string length, finding length of the F name is LV length. So LV length equals to 11. 11 is greater than 10 is true. At that time it is raising exception, rise too long. When exception is raised, size sub RC is become 1. Size sub RC become 1 means this is automatic, this become true. Yes. When it is true, this message appears. Error message, okay, in the status bar as input is too long. Okay. So this is one of the example to this one, the rise exception. What are the, because under one case we have to rise except. This was the pending one of yesterday's topic, correct? Then we have to go to the get data, right? So get data, yes, this is our business requirement. I did not write. This is, if you want to write, yes, implement, yes. So declare first name, comma, middle name, comma, last name under import parameters. Next, declare complete name as export parameters. Finally, concatenate in source code. Concatenate in source code. Okay, that's it. This is your overall, like okay, and implement it, test it, and call back and pass the values and test it, or exceptions you can. So this is your another business requirement where yesterday I explained this in a local one more system. So the input can be VKORG means sales organization, VTWEG means distribution channel, SPART means division. So now this is your SC37 first Z underscore get customers. Yes, get customers of sales area related. So combination of sales organization distribution channel division is called as sales area. This three set is sales area. So observe now when we are getting the value, because you will come to know how to declare it, import and tables, because import tables. TKNVV, complete KNVV. Okay. So first of all, how to build the logic. This is general ABAP only. Once you are familiar with the complete ABAP knowledge, this is just like ABAP editor only. You can use normal ABAP syntax and all. Right. So here you have to fetch the data from KNVV into table IT KNVV. Where condition is this? Where you can go for yes. User entered VKWRG VTWEG and Spark. Yes. If whenever the select statement is mentioned with where condition, where clause, that is filter condition. So high priority is given to the where clause. That is nothing but if like yes, if system finds this combination data, then sub RC becomes 0, TKNA1 gets filled automatically. If combination data is not found, then we have tested in SC11 or SC16, KNVV is a sales area data, we call it as customer master sales area data. So that is sales data. So there are Kunar, VKWRG, VTWEG, Spot. These three key fields. This is CAR 4, CAR 2, CAR 2. Yes. So we are familiar that 3020 as a VKWRG, 30 as a distribution channel, 00 as a division. We have some 5000 above entries are there. But if I change the division with this combination division, you will get 0 entries. So one positive case, one negative case. So same thing we have tested here also. Correct? So now, uh, one minute. Where is my program? It's my test program. We have to check in local only. Local SC38. Yes. This is your G underscore program. If you go to the correct, last, we can just, so yes, because the function module functionality name itself get customers. So simple. Pass the values to avoid data type conflict. I declared with the similar data type. Yes, and internal table with complete KNPV. See, sometimes this work area is not required. Only internal table is enough because to get the value function module internal table is enough. But why we need work area? Because to process further to the next level, for process to the further to the next level, work area is required. Work area is required. So here, just if you test this program, we will get parameters means input screen is 3020, 30 and 00 is the positive case where you will get 5000 above entries. If we go to even you can debug this also. So when it comes to G10, this is you will get a no data found. When you get no data found, that is sub RC becomes 1. When sub RC is 1, can print in this way. Actually, it should be written in this way. Sub RC 0, but else, because particularly we have to address else sub RC equals to 1. That means else if it is else if size sub RC. Okay, right. This is the way you can test it. Done. So yesterday's two pending things are over. Now we will extend to one more program because where eh, see because initially I introduced all the independent programs, right? Now we will go to yes, build one more program that is nothing but first prior to that I'll take it to the data point. Like if you go to mm, SC16 or SC11, we have E. Yes, yes, 1 second. So here we have a EKKO. EKKO is a purchase order. Purchase order header data is there in EKKO, right? So is so that is EBLN. Yes, randomly you take this is the purchase order number. Same purchase order number we will go and pass to EKPO. That is purchase order item data. Purchase order item data EKPO. So okay, inconsistency in the length of DDIs. Yeah, there is some here inside we will check inside the C16 N EKKO number.
Sir, the voice is very much. Sir.
Okay. Now is that okay? Because
Yes.
yeah, this is only uh, yes. Okay, because we are doing some R&D, right? So okay, so let's go to the EKKO is this. There are 4, 5, all zeros is the purchase order number. Control Y, Control C. Take it this purchase order number and go to the SC16N. SC16N EKPO. EKKO is header, EKPO is item. So we'll take the purchase order, execute. There is a one line item data, only one line item. Okay, if there might be, yes. So how do we fetch data? Yes, my requirement is we can, yes, like we will go to demonstration business requirement. So I think this is your declare, okay, your sales organization, that is your VKORG, VTWEZ, and SPRT as input parameters and internal table, declare internal table with KNVV, VV. That's it. And okay, declare internal table that is under table tab, under tables tab. Yes, specify select statement in source code tab. Select statement in source code tab, right? Right. We will go to another business example. Business requirement is this. So we can develop one more function module, okay, which accepts purchase order, purchase order as input, and get header and item data. That's it. Get or fetch item under header data. So suppose this is inside of this, I will develop it. Go to yes. Okay. So go back. Function module is this. Back. Yes. So this is your G underscore AVK underscore get PO data. PO means purchase order data. Simple. So, save it under same function group. The next, this is your function module to fetch or to get purchase order data. So save it. So import parameter I underscore EBLN type EKKO hyphen EBLN, correct? Then you can go for ES underscore EKKO type EKKO. Yes. Declare structure, export structure as a export. Then go to tables T underscore EKPO like EKPO. So we have to immediately switch to like because this tab is only supported. So you have same thing. No data found. No underscore data underscore found. If data not found. Yes. Go to the source code. Yes. Go to source code. Now here, first fundamentally, if you want to write it, if not, I underscore EVLN is initial. Because if you want to run this code, first you have to have some input as a PO must be there. If a PO contains, then only proceed. See, you have to write select a single star from EKKO into ES EKKO where EBLN equals to I underscore EBLN, right? If psi sub RC not equals to 0, not equals to 0, rise exception. Rise, no data found. This is the condition. Under this condition, if the condition fails, then go to the next level. So, yeah, if header data is found, that means we can write the dependent query like this. That is, if else means if sub RC equals to 0, that's what. Now select star from EKPO into table T underscore EKPO. Okay, where EBLN equals to ES EKKO hyphen EBLN. If same size sub RC not equals to 0, now you can go for rise no data found again. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is your, see what are all the new learnings in this code. First of all, as I said, one second. Um, to printer, arrange the alignments. Right. So, mm, so if the EBLL contain data, select a single star fetches one row information, then targeting export structure of user input. So user input is considered for select first query. If data not found, we will raise the exception will come out. There is no point of executing select second select. But if this query executed success, awards become 0, then it comes to here this place. Okay, select. You have to see when to use single star, when to use star. Single star result is a one row or one line. Okay. Select star means into table followed by internal table. But in where condition we are mapping the above one, not for the user input. So execute it. We'll test. So this was the PO, right? Uh, what was the PO? 4 5 is okay. Because if you want to check it out, ME23N. ME23N is display purchase ad. So go to here. Yes. Continue. Yes. This is the header data and as well as the item data. Okay. Yes. So here, right. Let's test it. This as a input. Okay. Go back to our program. Give our value as a input. Then execute. So here you will get the value in this way. Yes, this much, these many microseconds. Because if you are familiar with import, but what about export and tables combination? So export is single record. So this is getting filled in this. So if you want to evaluate, yes, this is mandatory MANDT, PO, bookers, etc., 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 all the details. So for your clarity sake, you can go for tree structure because this navigation is tree structure through you can find out one entire row information. Otherwise, if you want to go to the particular column EKORG, I want to go to here. Go to column simply. If you go to EKORG, suppose it comes to the first EKORG. That is, we are moving ahead. EKORG. Okay, clear? Yes. That means this is the way you can navigate last column, first column, previous column, next column. This is your normal ALV kind of navigation. This is first page, last page, previous page, next page. This is first column, last column, previous, next columns, etc. This is moving to the respective required columns data. Then go to the metadata. Metadata is this field name or column name, data type and length and all is displayed here. So this way you can navigate it. Go back to the internal table T underscore. So this is your T underscore. Yes, you have similar line by line or row by row. You can find many lines here because as of now, this is in only single record. If you want, you can go to metadata explains this. Okay, if you want a particular entries, one of one is there. If there are 100 entries are there, if you type 50 directly, it will take to the 50 line. So this way you can navigate to the so-and-so required line number, required column also. And this tree structure displays in a tree hierarchical view so that you can find the value easily. So now this is your PO testing. Correct. Simply if I change 45 to 55, immediately you are getting no data found. Right? That is error also it is getting triggered. Raise exception. No data found. Exception is raised. So we are familiar with this. For this we want to write a program. Program. Yes, this is same way. So first we have to either you bring it from the user so that dynamically P underscore EBLN type EKKO hyphen EBL data GS underscore EKKO type EKKO data GT underscore EKPO type table of EKPO GS EKPO. See, you have to type EKPO. So whatever is required, yes, I already typed. Now go to the pattern. Yes, this is your function module name. Get PO data. So here function calling program is this. Paste. Continue. Now this is your get PO data. Observe it closely. Yes. So you have to declare one variable with EKKO. Yes, we declared it and we have passed it. Now go to the importing. Importing is always optional, I said. Yes, when you declare it under export tab, that is inserted as a exporting, it is always as uncommented. Get the single row information. This is optional, in fact, but still I want to get it. You can get it. Right. Tables tab. See, tables tab. Yes, you can only get this. This is mandatory. Must supply. So tables GTEKQ. Yes. Right side is actuals. Correct. Now, okay. What will happen? Just you have to go to the uncomment exceptions. Yes. If I don't uncomment exception, also what happened? We will test all the cases. Suppose we will go to 45,000 as a because there are very less EBLN. We will take the first value F4. Okay. So we will go to this EKKO value, copy this text, come to here, give the input as this. Okay, sorry. Copy text. So where we are calling program, yes, calling program, paste it, execute. See, nothing is happening. Why? We will test it. in a debugger. Execute. Now, yes. So this is your user input. This is your targeted. Yes. Now, once you go to the select query, what is the size subars result? We'll keep it here. I don't want to go into that. So if you want to go inside, okay, you can go inside. So select query is filled and the event data also filled. In function, subars is 0 only. So this is size subars is 0. That is, so you got into GS EKPO, you got it. Even GT EKPO also you got it. But what is required is you need a write statement to write it. Okay, otherwise it won't display automatically. Let's take negative case 55. Sorry, 45 2. Just I will give as 55 as a negative. Okay, go to take the cursor at the beginning. Wantedly we give negative as it's not taking as a input because F4 help result is yeah. So we'll consider slash h now. Slash h with negative case. Test it. So we'll go to this is your user input as 55. Obviously, this is not going to be fail only. Yes. So select query. Yes. Input as a IEBLN equals to 55. As this record not found. Subars is 4. Size subars 4 is exception no data found. When no data found, see, this is the best way to write it. First fetch header data. If that is found, then header to item corresponding data. Because item, whenever you are fetching item data, target should be always internal table. The reason is there are multiple line items can be expected. Header can be single row. So when it comes to here, raise exception. When exception is raised, no data found. See, this is what I want to show you. No data exception is raised. But what is the problem there is we have not handled the exceptions locally. Exceptions must be handled locally. Yes. How do you handle that? Yes, we can handle it. I'll come out of this PO. I'll come out of this data. Yes, so no confusion. This is the function model. We'll go to program, calling program. Yes. Yes, correct. So go to the last one. Yes, yes. This data, right. Parameters, parameters through. Yes, we have, yes, we have to uncomment exceptions. That was the problem. Because after raising exception, it should return. We have to uncomment it. Only uncommenting result control comes here till here. Then any meaningful relevant statements are there, it will check. Because if it is, how do you write it? Because I told you can go with if also, case also. If it is equals to 0, equals to 0, you can print the loop at GTEK into GSEK yes end loop, right? In between In between right statement, GS EKPO hyphen EBLN. That is first we have MANDT, GS EKPO hyphen EBLN, GS EKPO hyphen EBELP, and so on. Many line items you can print. If else part, because demonstration by demonstration you have to get acquainted, get adapted, get familiarity, and moreover comfortness to handle this particular cases, because different ways very important. This is can be handled by using, don't write else, because else means other than zero everything considered as else. So go in a particular else if psi sub or c equals to 1, psi sub or c equals to 1, then message enter, enter, what is that, valid PO number, no, this is your no data found, no records found, or no entries found in where in the PO. So type I for information, E for error message, can declare in this way. So now go with positive case and negative case scenario. Positive case, you are getting the result like this: MANDT, PO, and PO line item. If I go to here negative, that is your this one, execute, you are getting this result, no records found. Okay? Yes, because what happens, you have to handle it explicitly. When raise exception, yes, I will write it down this. Where in your yesterday's explanation, yes, when exception is raised, yes, when exception is raised by raise statement, raise statement, then we have to handle handle exceptions in calling program. Yes, otherwise it goes to, otherwise it leads to runtime error, because the purpose of this one itself is to stop the runtime error. So you have to handle it manually. There is an alternative approach. There is a message statement is there. Message statement through also you can exception can be raised. If you handle by message statement, local handling is not required. That we will talk after messages. What is the basic difference also I will explain after messages. So this way we can go with many examples, you can build it. Many examples we can build. Yes. Suppose, because with database interaction, without database interaction, right? All string operations you can do it. All, suppose very quickly and fast if you want to do it, yes, we can do it by using, yes, I don't want database, close this. Yes, okay. Log into the program, log into the server first. Okay, 1 minute. So SC38 GAVK program, GAVK program. Right now, here it is. We are going to, okay, we there are many programs are there. So we have done factorial program, right? Yes, this is a factorial program. See, this is a working program, right? This program can be implemented in our this thing. All programs, whatever is there, whatever discussed, all subroutines can be converted. All internal table programs can be converted into function models. All logic based programs you can convert it. So simply, I will take you to this example. So first of all, using num, changing fact. So how do you do that? So go to SE, will keep it this way so that I'll do it in front of you. See, very simple, easily you can convert into Z underscore, always go in a SAVK underscore factorial program. Function module is print factorial or get factorial. Yes, this is your, so printing factorial. Okay, printing, calculating factorial and printing the result. So first of all, what is required for this? Because you always think subroutine first, that is procedure first, function module first. Here we are going to, yes, we are going to f underscore num. I'm going to write, yes, here it is, f and sorry, here it is. So no problem, same name I will give, f underscore num, type I, correct? Type I you have to. Then go to the changing tab. Yes. Go to changing tab, f underscore fact, as it is. It is not my logic. I'm using f underscore fact type I, right? So using is this, which is passed by value, changing is passed by reference. Okay. Then go to the source code logic. In source code, I don't write anything as it is. I will write this logic. Yes. Now, f underscore fact is, so first initially it is 1. If it is greater than 1, because initializing the value as 1, that is assigning value, f factor, f underscore fact. What is f underscore fact? Yeah, changing value, right? If it is greater than, so calculating. So now, yes, if you want to test it, input as, okay, input as 5, suppose. Okay, so go to debugging. Yes, debugger. Yes, you can check the debugger like this. So f fact equals to 1, f num equals to 5. 5 is greater than 1 is true. So what will happen? This will take 5 into 1, 5, and 5 minus 1 equals to 4. This will repeat, 4 is also greater than 1. Yes, 4 into 5 it will write. Then 4 minus 1 equals to 3. 3 also greater than 1 is true. Then 3 into the 3 into 20. Then next 3 minus 1 equals to 2. 2 is also greater than 1 is true. So this is 60 into, okay, f fact equals to 60, f prime equals to 2, right? So then 2 minus 1 equals to 1. 1 is greater than 1 is false. It came out. Okay. 1 f num. Okay. It's executing. Finally, it will come out. So the last result is 120, but there is no right statement. Yes, it is 120 is printing this way. So F fact result is 120. Factorial program is working fine. Now you want to go to how do you write a print program for this? Print program minimize this same because this is the same server. So if you want to write it, yes, we will go to here, the bottom of the program, we will write yes, here. Light first number one. We don't require this routine, correct? We don't require this routine. Just this is the value. Data, this is actual values. But this logic we will call by function model. G underscore avk underscore factorial. Factorial. Yes. Now, so we have to pass num. Num, pass num here, then get the fact here. Final result fact and print the fact. So simple. I converted normal classic subroutine concept into function model. So if I write input as hard coded as 5, so 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 equals to 120. Yes, factorial of 5 equals to 120. If you want, you can try with other things also. Okay, got it? So this is your easy way to convert. I have not applied my own logic. I just converted. Yes, but even though you want to implement it, so if you want to test this program, place the cursor here, breakpoint, execute it in debugger. Yes, we are into calling program F5. Okay, we'll go inside. Yes, 5 times how it is working. If fact equals to 1, Fnum. Yes. So first, this is 1, this is okay. Fnum is 5 is greater than 1. Now it is 5 into 1 equals to 5. Then it is reduced to minus 1, 4. 4 also greater than 1. 4 into 5 equals to 20. Yes, minus 1 is 3. So 3 into 20 equals to 60. Yes. Next, minus 1 equals to 2. 2 into 60 equals to 120. Yes. Now it is 1. So 1 is greater than 1, greater than, sorry, it is not only great GT, it is greater than equals to. Greater than equals to. That's why this is true. 5 times loop repeat while and while. So 1 is greater than or equals to 1 is true. At that time 120 into 1 equals to 120. Now 1 minus 1 equals to 0. 0 is greater than 1 is false. At that time the loop gets terminated. End while and end function model gets terminated. Last end result is 120. See, you can find the changing example. You asked for that. This is one of the changing example. Import and changing. That is, we have not touched any export or tables or exception. Directly import and import is get it. Changed value, it is must returning. You have to observe that changed value, modified value of the function model is must returning. So you have to capture it. See, above is right to left, below is left to right. Factorial. Yes. See, declaration, operation, output. Operation is done by function module. Correct? Yes. This is the way you can correct. So this you remove it. Okay. Hope you are clear with this one. So, this is the way you can convert all of your programs, all subroutine examples, you can convert it into like all these things you can try out. Simple. Okay, all string operations you can convert. All this demo examples you can convert into this one. Okay, so that is about your what? Yeah, yeah. One second. Oh, so this way you can convert all above examples. Try out any confusions, anything you can. We will discuss it later because we're going to comment it out. Okay. If you want to take a backup program, you can take backup. But function module, if you go to function module SE37, how do you take backup only? Even if you go to utilities, more utilities, download. What you can download is, yes, of course, it will download with this local interface. So that what will happen, yes, I can show it to you. Source code, you want to keep it factorial program. Yes, factorial into is desktop dot txt if you download it and save it. Yes, allow. Now, yes. So if you observe it, yes, this only source code, function and function between, yes, that is main logic only download. You can there is no such provision to download all import export. Only what is the advantage that all these things are captured here, so that if you want to rebuild it, if you want to build it, okay, you can go and suppose I want to go to a new program. Yes, okay, new function module. If you want, you can upload it. Suppose let's take factorial 1. Factorial 1. Click on create. Yes. Function group. This is your test. Yes. So go to the source code. Source code. You have utilities. More utilities. Upload. Upload the source code. This factorial.txt. See, upload it. So you got upload it here. But you got the entire data when you check, it is yes, incorrect nesting. Like here it is, yes, declarations are missing. Import export declaration system doesn't write it. Okay, this is your factorial 1. Yes. Now you will get error. What is that error? Okay, that's okay. So import is unknown. That is by looking at this local interface. Okay, because we have to uh, get the data right. Why it is right click load. Also, you have somewhere let's load utilities, more utilities, upload. Yes, upload the factorial. Yes, Yes, now it is correct. So that is, it is showing that importing F name. So we have to write it as importing again F name type I. Otherwise, it is keep on giving errors. Now it gives this one error. Yes, incorrect is okay because uh, we have done that interface. So now, yes, FNUM, FNUM should be declared under either exporting or changing. Okay, type I. F, sorry, F fact type I, changing type. Right. So this is now factorial. Remove this. Okay, so that, yes, that is also removed. So because factorial 1 errors, uh, FNUM cannot be changed. FNUM cannot be changed, because you have to pass by, yes, value. Then only you can change. This is another example for you to, okay, because I am trying to change the imported value -1. If it is passed by reference, it is only pointing to the address of actual. That's why if you pass by value, then only it is allowing me to change. This is another test case. So, okay, got it. Yes, factorial 1 also, we got the same again, same interface. That is, when you download and upload, you are responsible to build this interface. Interface cannot be built automatically, only code only can paste it. This is another small miscellaneous things. Okay, close this. We'll move on to the next session.